Hello my vacuum cleaner chums, how are you today? So, the Vax New Wave is going very well as a dry cleaner, but as the label says, it also washes. And that is something that I haven't done with it before. So, I've just got all of the washing kit out for it. This was all taken apart when I refurbished the machine, but I haven't actually touched it yet. So I thought we'd put it together and have a bit of a shampoo. So what have we got? We got the hose. That's been washed. We have the hose end, which is a little bit rusty, but for now we'll deal with that. This isn't the wash head it came with. That's buried at the back of the shed, but it did come with one of these. This one's welded onto the pipe, as they all do. All in there, it gets covered in crud and it welds itself to it. So I might try and get another one day, but it's filthy enough, it'll work fine. Here's a small wash head it came with, because that damage there was on it when I got it. So there's that. This is actually its pole, because obviously I need two ones. We've got two tanks there. We've got the plate. Now because the 121 and the 2000 use the motor exhaust air to sort of very slowly push the solution down the tube, this doesn't. So apparently what you have to do is slide this onto the plate and it basically sucks the water through itself. So we'll be showing you that. So on some types of, it's a, come on, Vax New Wave washing plate, on some types of non-pilot or sculptured carpet, well we don't have any problem with that, blah blah blah, lay it all down, pull the tool off to begin washing. So we shall be giving that a go. These are all of the, I think, all the bits that were in for the solution hose. Now the solution hose for it wasn't very good and it was cracked. So this is a solution tube from that 6130 that I, no, 6130? Yeah, the orange one that I scrapped a while ago. So we're going to be using that, but we obviously need to take off, we'll take these off, then we'll take off all the ends. I'm going to try and keep them so that they can be sold if anybody needs them. But I'll be honest, these, you can buy this whole kit for like £9 on eBay, so there's probably not much point. In fact, I think I'm just going to cut it, because like I say, you can buy the entire solution tube kit for bugger all. So now I've got to try and remember how it worked. Now I know that this is the cap for, this is the actual solution tube itself, solution tank even, and that's the cap that goes on it. So this should be simple. We just need to push that through there. It might be a tad difficult because it's, oh, there we go. Come on, a bit more, and I can grab you. There we go. Now I'm going to have to sort of measure so it sits down at the bottom. So if we put it, say, to there, that'll do. Then we've got the weight, which goes at the end of the solution tube. It should, hopefully, it doesn't have to be on fully, I don't think. That'll probably do. I think the original tube was probably a little bit narrower. I'm hoping that doesn't cause issues putting this together. So before we put the, I'm not sure if that spring goes to it actually, it was with it, but I don't think it did. I think this is all we need. But before we put that on, because we're going to have to cut this, I think, yes we are, because it's got to go into there, because this is the part that gets kinked to stop the flow. We need to put the hose together, which is quite simple. It says, there we go. And now I think to do this properly we should do a little bit of light assembly. Now I've got the instruction manual here. Setting up to wash number 9. 5, 7, 9, here we go. So don't need those at all. we should take the cable off and put that out of the way. I think we need the hose, but I'm not entirely sure, so we'll take the hose off anyway. So this bracket here holds the wash tank on. That's it. And this goes up to there and connects on like that. Then that clips on there like so. The solution hose clips onto there. Is that right? Yep, it is. Yeah, there we go. Look how happy he or she, that's a she, look, there's bubicles. Look how happy she looks. So, we need to pop this in and clip it on. Are you going to clip on easily or not? Yeah. No. Come on. There we go. And then we need to put the clips back on, but where they go? Now I've got two styles. No, silly phone. There's two styles of clip here. There's big and small. So the big ones go on the hose, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And actually, one of the original ones, 5. So we'll put one here because I'm going to try and keep as much slack as possible, just because it'll probably help. So one there, one here. There's 2. Let's put you up there, look. Can you see? Yeah. Woo. Alright guys, I'll do a full Dorian and look at you. Oh, Mr. Hooverlux, who is, I believe, today on Saturday out collecting some new toys, so that'll be good to see, won't it? There we go. So that's clipped on. Oh, we got loads of slack, look. So if I put the poles on just to measure stuff out, excellent. We like a bit of slack. So let's check that you can still see me. Yeah, close enough. Let me move back to here. So we'll put 2 clips on here, one there with a nice bit of slack, one to go on here with a nice bit of slack. Now this sits there, so I think I'm going to cut this here. Should we just do it? What's the worst that I've done now? Look. So we have our cut there. And now we've got our cut there, we can work out how the heck this goes together. And I think it was quite simply this pushed into there, like so. How does this go on? Oh no. Oh, I wish I'd taken some photographs. Ah, no, okay. The end of the hose goes through this part. I assume if it's all wrong, we'll have to take it apart and see what's what. Then this clips onto, well, pushes into the other end. This is the bit that always perishes on 121s and other type of these type machines. And that sits in there like so. And I think it literally just pushes in and clips down. Like that. And then I don't know if I can show you it really well, but this bit that my finger's on here pushes in, and that has a little plastic peg that basically provides the kinking. So, in theory, doesn't seem to be doing much. I think it is. I think I've got this the wrong way around, you know. I think that should be inside this metal bracket. I probably do have some pictures somewhere, but I didn't look them up before I started doing this video, so we'll give it a go. I'm going to try and get this apart without snapping it. I don't have a spare, so if this snaps now, then it's game over really, for today at least. How did this come out before? Okay, well, you're out. You're out. Ah. Right, let's try again. Oh, this bit of metal's come out now. I don't know which way this goes in. I think that probably does go in that way because I didn't take this bit out. Well, let's try it that way. Hang on. Ah. Maybe this metal bit here pushes against that part there to provide the springiness. Because I'll be honest, when I tested that just now, that was much smoother to move than I've ever remembered one of these being. Well, it's been a couple of years since I've shampooed with one of these type. A bit of saliva just to... So I reckon we should try this. Now I'm going to get it back in. You can't see anything, can you? No, wait, that's wrong. That can't go in there because now the plastic peg that pushes down isn't even pushing down the solution tube. So that is, as they say, not right. So it must be flipped over. Okay, let's try tucking this metal bracket here under this part. So back apart with this. If this doesn't work, I'm going to pause and go find my pictures from when I took this apart. So don't worry, I'm not going to spend half an hour just showing you me failing to get this together. Don't panic, I'm not going to waste your time doing that. I don't want to waste my time, I want to get on with this. Do some shampooing. Oh, fiddlesticks. I got caught. I'm going to pause and just lob this together. Right, I think that's done. If it's not, then it's fine. So that is in, like so. And as you slide this up the hose, this plastic part just pushes down. I also think it's correct because this end, which you can't really see because of the light, is sitting very nicely, a little cutout. So I think that's as good as it's going to get. If it isn't good enough, it should still let the solution flow. I think that's as far as we can go. So we are now... Oh, that's nearly there. Don't be due, don't be due. We are now almost set up for washing. So what do we have to do? Setting up to wash, blah blah blah. Slot. Doesn't actually make it does. Clean the fill tank with water. Right, let's do that. It is utterly disgusting. So we'll come into here. Oh, I didn't empty the sink. Never mind, I think that's sitting there. No, you're right. Hang on. There we go. Amy's got out, you see, and one of my jobs is to put the washing up away and do the washing up. I want to do this first. So, warm water is flowing through. I don't have any actual solutions, so I have this 1001, which will do the job. I'm not expecting miracles with this machine anyway. So, I'm not going to measure, I'm just going to put some in. One for that. Oh, you're very hot now. We're going to like be counting 4 litres really on the sort of. We'll fill it up. Quite hot actually. I'm sure it'll be fine. Come on. Oh, that'll do. Put a bit of cold in just to, that is steaming quite a bit. And there we go. Right, I'm just going to pause and wipe this down and fit it back to the machine, because if I drop this I won't be very happy. Right, there we go. So it's full of water. I've just noticed a sticker actually. When washing, your new wave is designed to be pulled along by the washing hose. Now, I'm not... Maybe when it was brand new. And I could have phoned up Vax and got a new wave. If it broke, I don't fancy doing that here. So we're going to pop the washing tool. Oh, this is difficult one-handed. Hang on. Just pop you down into the priming plate. So holding the recovery tank, done that. We've fitted the hose, we've clipped the solution tube, we've pushed the tubes together, we are now ready to begin washing. One thing I'm going to do, because I've been using this day, oh wait, oh we haven't vacuumed. I bet that's in the instructions, isn't it? Oh no, I meant to do that as well. Should we just not, oh yeah, vacuum the area. Well, I vacuumed yesterday. Be alright, won't we? It'd be our little secret that I haven't vacuumed thoroughly. Because what I'm going to do is take the bag out because it's quite full. Well, it's not full, but it's certainly not empty, and I don't want it to impede the suction at all. And it's in wash mode. We'll plug it in. Oh, we got this stupid new... Nah, I'm smarter than a baby. And then basically that is off. We'll turn it on and I suppose we'll just see what happens. Well, that isn't great, I'll be honest. A, that isn't working, so I've just pulled the solution tube out of the water. B, well, that is very, very damp for a start. That's really not putting much back up for itself. And it hasn't really got any of the stains off either. I've missed a bit there. So that's a bit of a shame. Let's try this stain here, which isn't oil. It's something else. So I'll push the tube back in. He says, as if it's going to be easy. And we'll give it another go, but basically it's not going to be great. I can tell that already. Okay, so it's faded it slightly, but it's still there, and that again is very wet, so not a great performance so far, although I don't think any of us actually expected it to be, so hey ho. Let's set it up with the small tool just to see what happens. So we need to take the suit. Oh gosh. Yeah. Right, it's all leaked everywhere, so we've got to be a bit quick. There's a big flood there. And the usual way we do this is you wrap the tube around the small pole and then drop it into the head. Which, like so. Right, let's give it a go, mainly just to clear that water. And there we go. Slightly better on the spot head, but not much, I'll be honest. You can't tell where I shampooed, so unfortunately I think the instruction manual is a bit of a lying sod. I'm sure somewhere it says how very good it is at carpet cleaning. Vacuuming. Ooh, spill pickup. Should we have a look at the spill pickup tool? Just while we got some water out, I can make a spill. Hang on. Right. A quick drink. Oh. Well, luckily with the Vax New Wave you get a spill tool, which is broken on mine, sodding thing. I've still got it on the wash hose just in case we overwhelm it. So let's clean this spill up. Well, I'll be honest, I've been better off sucking it up myself. I'll just try to take this off without dropping it, because if I drop it, it all floods everywhere. So here is the broken, sadly, but it's picked up a fair bit actually, but my god, that's soaked. So let's just get the rest up with the hose. And there we go. Well, that hose is dry, which is good. Let's take the solution tank off. Then we'll take the recovery tank off and we'll have a look at what we picked up. There's a fair bit in there. Now that's not bad, considering it felt like it was doing sod all. There is in here a little filter, which isn't too disgusting actually. It's very horrible outside. I've got to get out there and do the garden later. So there's its little pre-filter. That's the float valve, so obviously when it gets too full, that's dry. I haven't refurbished this bit yet, so I think some of that dirt might have been from in here. So, the Vax New Wave, an adequate vacuum cleaner. It's not too bad, but it's not too good either. But I'll be honest, don't even bother trying to use it wet. But I'm glad I have. And I'm going to hang all this outside to dry. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.